What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Back here on some more Warzone. I actually was planning on trying to play Cold War today because I was waiting for that Pellington variant to drop or whatever, and there ain't no way I'm gonna sit here and try to use the Pellington in Warzone. So with that Pellington potentially dropping or whatever, I've been sitting here just waiting for it, and it's only like 11 something at the moment, and usually you gotta wait until like maybe 2 at the latest, maybe even 2:30. Or whatever to make sure, like, you know, all the updates are out for both of the games, or, you know, with anything updated from the store. So we're waiting for a store update, and I'm gonna assume the sniper rifle itself, not from the store, the ZRG 20mm, I'm assuming that's probably gonna come on Thursday. That'll probably have an update. I don't know if it'll be early in the morning or the afternoon or whatever, but that should have an update that we should definitely notice. Whereas the store updates, I wasn't entirely sure when this was gonna drop, so they actually did end up coming out with an update, but it was an update on Warzone. And I mean, I started early here because I don't know if it's actually gonna come out or not, and I don't want to wait around all day for it. So today, this is what we're doing. Now, yesterday I said that I didn't want to have to go and make another spectating video because, I mean, basically that's all I would do. When those spectating videos do as well as they do, and I virtually have to do nothing but sit there and just experience Warzone as a spectator, I mean, trust me, I mean, this game is extra special, and it's definitely a challenge in itself to even try to make sense of what's happening half the time, but yeah, you got me. I couldn't see that. He could see me the entire time, but, like, I could not see him at all. I saw him walking that way, but I didn't even see him peeking through the bars at all. I'm gonna land back down there. I know I said I'm gonna spectate, but I don't fucking like him. I'm gonna land back down there. At the ultimate strat, here we go.
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Goodbye. I was trying to bait him to throw it up there. I'm flying back down there, I don't care. So they actually ended up putting out these patch notes. Now, they confused a whole ton of people, not just by, you know, being terrible at their jobs in general, but also they ended up tweeting the patch notes, and the patch notes were basically the same exact patch notes as last week. They basically updated the same exact patch notes. But apparently there was an actual editing update to it where they said that they further increased the recoil of the AUG. Wish I knew where that guy went. I would have rather just died to him a second time to spectate instead of that. Full loadout at, like, I don't know how many minutes, but there's 60 people left apparently. They ended up giving a nerf to the FFAR and the AUG. He's testing the FFAR right now. We really fucked up by not recruiting this guy. Trust me, I'm spectating you till you die. They apparently gave the AUG even more recoil, and they gave the FFAR a hit to its ADS speed. Make it more assault rifle-like, because everybody was basically using it as an SMG. It's okay to have that fire rate and damage, to a certain degree, you know, within a certain line. This thing was just so good at every which way that you could do, except super long range, but up to 20-30 meters or so, you could just beam anybody you wanted with it. It didn't really matter. Oh, this guy. Yeah! And he took his shit. So let's see how the entire server ends up dealing with the newly nerfed FFAR and the AUG. The AUG nerf, I don't know. I think if you're a good player, the AUG nerf basically won't make any difference whatsoever. I think it's really the overall damage that needs work on all of these weapons. The overall time to kill is just too fast. It just is. You shouldn't be allowed to beam me across the map instantly unless it's like a sniper rifle. I can't stand people that just spray the fuck out of vehicles the entire time. I can't stand that shit. Like, just challenge off the head of you fucking trash can. I love solos. Ligma Activision. I think this guy's cheating. He's level 3 and he's talking about Activision. That's a C4. Why didn't he detonate it? Why didn't that guy detonate it? That guy had it perfect. So FFAR as well. So it's actually really nice that the entire player base only ever uses like one weapon ever. It's pretty great that they do this. So we'll be able to actually see the FFAR nerf in action. I mean, you can already see it where it's definitely on the slower side like an assault rifle now, where you can't just whip it out. Now the thing is, they always nerf according to whatever the most popular build is. The thing is, they don't account for whenever, you know, people that theory craft and think of new weapons all the time just won't won't make a faster, equally as effective variant of it. Sure, you might have to have a shortcoming somewhere, but this gun already had a pretty good shortcoming. So for example, you could maybe just not run a suppressor and still be able to have all of the bullet velocity that you need, but you won't get hit even harder with that ADS speed. Or you could go and not put on the biggest barrel and instead use like an ultralight barrel. All sorts of little things that you can do to basically be able to get it back to its former glory, basically. Wait. This guy doesn't really seem like he's cheating. Nope, he just, all right. I don't think he is cheating, that's for sure. I mean, that's a decision-making issue right there, but he didn't even do anything suspect whatsoever. It was just his name, and he was level 2. I could have almost sworn that guy would have been a cheater. To watch him die again, that's my dream, honestly. I mean, why would you switch to anything else, man? AUG FFAR. The looting in this game is so atrocious when things are stacked on top of each other. Is it really that important that the FFAR works, man? Spend 5 minutes looting and then the other half just checking to see if his FFAR is okay. Good job, Johnny. The M16 is just gonna take over where the AUG wouldn't once everyone stops using it. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if anyone's gonna actually stop using it. Maybe it'll bring it more in line with the M16 to kind of make it like a trade-off or whatever, but they didn't hit the ADS speed on the AUG, they only hit the recoil further. So it'll make it a little bit harder to consistently hit all 3 shots in the burst, which then will in turn hurt the time to kill. I understand what they're trying to do, it's just if people are good enough, it doesn't really matter. I guess in the general, you know, people will just, they'll stop using it, they'll find something else that's easier that they don't have to fix. He's not even bothering with this guy. He's just gonna sit here and keep third-personing him the entire time. I don't know if he noticed the guy on top of the building over there. Yeah, there we go. They're gonna challenge each other. The AUG with the recoil nerf. Let's see. Oh, right. We don't want to take gunfights. Last gunfight we took. And that AUG nerf really hurts. It just shook his confidence right there. Why didn't he take that fight? I wonder why. And we got another AUG here, coming in hot. Let's take a guess at what his secondary is. I'm gonna have to take a wild guess and say it's an FFAR. What the fuck? What is the truck doing? What the I wonder what it feels like to be a person that has to, like, specifically be attached to these weapons the entire time, and whenever they get nerfed, their whole world changes. It's gonna take weeks for these players to get back to where they were. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. He just keeps pinging things. Okay, he's really looking at this guy, waiting for him. There's a recoil nerf, you can see it, he's losing control, it's a little bit too much. The vertical recoil is so strong, this is so difficult. Taking some shots, ADS is in, he's still got the fully souped up slow FFAR. Still the biggest barrel and everything, taking a look, ends up challenging, pings him, knocks him down, pings him again while the gas comes in. He's just gonna die to it, yeah. He's gonna let him step up, and he gets him nice and easy. Doesn't matter if we miss some of the bullets, just one of them needs to hit. I mean, I can notice the recoil, but here's the thing about the recoil. Basically only straight up the entire time. Wait, I think this guy, does he have like a ping or something?
Cancel that. Acknowledge what? Cancel that.
Is his controller broken?
Cancel that.
He pings wherever he's sprinting.
Please disregard.
Look. He pings every single time he sprints. Yeah, that seems pretty distracting. Thank God he died. That shit was annoying. Controller or change your keybind. What the fuck is that? Mr. 1-3, 7 kills, 9 players left, top 10 situation. Got the AS Val build here. It's not the fastest AS Val in the world, but he has a sight on it. I'd say that the AS Val actually has a similar effective range to the FFAR. I would say it's actually better than the FFAR, in solos anyway. The guy lands right back down on his thing. Stops dead silence. Yeah, this guy's completely screwed. Never mind, he just gets absolutely outplayed. How did that guy come back within the top 10? How did he get a gulag that quickly? Here come the pings again. Holy shit, there's no way. He using the fucking D-pad to move around? What is this? How is this possible? If he's on controller, he pings and then stops pinging and cancels it and pings and stops pinging. Like, there's no way that you play with people. You better not be playing with other players with this. I can't even call this like a nervous tick or something. There just has to be something wrong with their controller. Something incredibly wrong with it. Like, I'm talking about, like, you're getting a fucking this shitty Rocket. You can see through the case of it and everything, see the mechanical shitty pieces of it. That's what this guy must be using or something. Top 6 Wildcat. I'm getting a couple pings on his heartbeat here. I think It's top 5 now. One guy is driving into the gas for some reason with his truck completely. He must have a gas mask or something. He's fine. Or maybe not. I mean, that guy might have to hop out and actually shield himself if he is. Someone's taking shots at him too. They're not just gonna let him stay in there.
Disregard.
Getting hit by somebody else, but they're missing their shots. That recoil nerf, you can just tell the players are not used to having to actually control a little bit of recoil. After all, this is why they use it. Even when you go and mount, it's not enough. With all of the little safe spaces and safety measures here for all the bad players on Modern Warfare within its engine, it's still not enough to control this monstrous recoil nerf. It's an exaggeration, by the way. Someone's behind him. He's gonna wait. Nope, never mind. Scopes in really slow, but he's kind of stuck out here yet. He's the same guy that you were. There's no way that guy has been missing the entire time. Oh my god, I was gonna say. I mean, that AUG nerf is hitting, man. You guys are missing every shot. I have noticed a lot less beaming and a lot more misses. And he's dead. Good job, Phil. Man, it's so hard to control the FFAR and the AUG now. AUG has so much recoil, it's almost uncontrollable.
Dude, Jev? No way, that's Jev.
Wait, you know me? Hello? Yo.
Are you seriously FaZe Jev?
Yeah, congratulations on the dub, baby.
Are you serious, man? What the?
GG. My boy Phil knows what it is. He's just sitting on top of the thing. Was just like, hey, I know my position in that final circle. I'm just gonna sit right here on top PD and just shoot down at people. Even if I miss half of the bullets, I mean, they're probably gonna miss even more than me. He got the dub. But yeah, if you play Warzone, sorry, first of all, but they ended up nerfing the FFAR and the AUG. The AUG got more recoil. The FFAR got a little bit slower with its ADS speed. So either people are going to stop using the FFAR, or they'll just kind of hold angles with it. They just won't push as aggressively with it or something like that. You might see a couple more weapons come in at close range now, just to have the handling over the FFAR at this point. But if the FFAR's time to kill is not touched, people are just going to simply hold angles and still beam you from a distance. It doesn't necessarily matter. They can also end up changing their classes around and everything as well, so it could probably give it a couple days. You'll find some new builds and stuff that I'm sure a lot of streamers and other people are gonna find. So yeah, good luck though.